Oh, look at Gil being late due to the whole time change thing. Isn't that adorable? You're always late, Gil. Any attempt to say otherwise is just lies. Lies and inconsistencies. I mean, time change shouldn't be messing with you. Like, all of your clocks change automatically. Who has clocks that don't, like, fix themselves for the time change?
I actually have to press, like, 3 buttons in my car when I get back in it to get the time corrected there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do stuff with mine as well.
Where do you hide your bowls?
In the bowl cabinet.
Helpful. I'm just gonna go rummage through your kitchen.
It's, the ones that you're gonna want are kind of buried under some other stuff. Yeah, my car doesn't change automatically, but I know some people's do. Mine is not one of them.
Here you go.
My car's old, yo. Hey, your car's like from last year or something, isn't it, Gil? You bought a new one, right? Or did you buy like new used?
Let's see. Nah, his is 2022 new.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if yours does it automatically. 6 miles. The fuck did you buy a car like 3 months ago and only put 6 miles on it? What was
I
the?
think that might have been the mileage when he bought it.
Oh, that would make more sense. I'm like, Jesus, why even buy the car at that point? There's no way, like, several months later, you only have 6 miles on it.
I was right. Thank you, Gil.
Were we? Do you remember? Were we in the?
We were in the middle
on a
of the map,
suspend
I
point?
think.
Like a bookmark? I feel like we were on a bookmark.
I think we were on a bookmark. That sounds right.
I don't remember. Also, I didn't have like anything I needed open.
Most of last stream is kind of just a blur for me, to be honest.
Yeah, well, you weren't paying attention as usual.
No, I think I actually was paying attention last stream. I think I remember more of what happens on stream when I'm not paying attention to stream.
Well, you weren't last time. You spent the entire time like staring at your tablet and not even at chat. Yeah, you were on the dank herb, apparently, whatever that means. Gil's trying to use youth speak again, and I don't understand it.
We ended the previous session not long after finally getting into a mission 2.5 hours into the session.
That sounds right.
That sounds about right. Was it a story mission, or were we just in some sort of... It was like
No,
story, wasn't it?
This was story. I'm sure of it.
And we'd been in a really tight jam for like half a hot second.
I'm not
So
sure that's accurate.
stream ran slightly late because we wanted to make sure we didn't like leave off in the middle of some shit.
Yeah, we were at the end. Like everyone had moved, right? I think so.
What's my strategy?
Oh no.
Oh no, we let the enemy take their turn.
We started on the new turn and hadn't done anything yet. That's
Mhm.
what it was. We need to mark all of these people as a to-do no-go zone. Although he's on the opposite side of the map where there aren't any mages.
Oh, there's one. Bottom right hand corner. Up. Bottom right. Right hand corner.
Yeah, it's easier to just tab between them. Because then you know you've hit everyone by the time you get back to one that, like, you've already tagged. I think there's a healer off to the far right side here somewhere as well, isn't there?
I think we killed the healer, didn't we? Oh no, they're off.
Yeah,
over
like,
there.
right
Yeah.
here.
Bio did make the comment that we murdered the hell out of Casper as the last thing we basically did before saving.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Dude, my dude. You and Dimitri were busy holding the line against this monster. That's right. Yeah, y'all were just.
Well, Bernie and Ash take pot shots at the horsey bros.
Y'all were just here.
I am prepared.
Oh, that's a heavy boy, isn't it? Indeed it is! Goodbye! Bonk!
More proof of my loyalty.
Tee. Oops, no, not. Never sort by class. Don't do that. Dimitri!
Leave it to me.
Could you, por favor, stab this man?
I won't be deterred.
Oh, geez.
Or, instead of stabbing him,
is
you
done.
could leap 4 feet in the air and then chuck your lance through his horse.
Him and his horse.
I won't let this hold me back.
How
I
reassuring.
feel like you got some unresolved horse-based anger issues there, buddy.
I do this for all of us.
Oh yeah, Bernie could shoot that thing with fell nod from over here, that's right.
The fact that they just give you Belmont is really infuriating.
It's-
It's really dumb.
That's like, yeah, why?
It's really dumb when the only person in the game with the Crest of Regan goes, here, have this bow that only works fully for me.
Oh, that guy broke. What a sad.
I'd be honored.
Ash, buddy. Wanna Viscum the man? Okay, like 100 health left. Not bad.
Especially with Lysithia within range.
I'm your girl.
Annie, you.
We're heading that way to take care of the other mage.
Yes, she was on an intercept path for this guy.
With just enough damage
Just
to go.
It
enough.
had to be done.
Hey, remember last time we met when you shot me in the shoulder? Well, I've thought on that a lot, so here's my relic weapon only I can use. I'm also leaving forever now, so I have all of my territory. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure Claude definitely, totally thought through that
More
whole
fighting.
plan. And didn't make any weird snap decisions at the last minute. Really? Really? Do me a favor, Dorothea. Hit that crit.
I mean, Lysithia's right there if she does it.
No. We can trust Dorothea to do the right thing.
Will this ever end?
She did have
I'll
like a
try harder, too.
30% crit chance there, so.
Oh. Hey, Shane.
Oh. Anatsu has appeared. Yeah, Claude's mind does work in mysterious
At your
ways.
service.
We killed everything that had Luna. I remember that. We're like, alright, we're not dealing with that shit again. After last time when, like, Luna nearly fucked us.
Let's keep our guard up.
Oh no, that man died. Oh, when did you change your YouTube username, by the way? Yeah, Bio side too. He's like, wait, when did you change your YouTube username?
What was it before?
Shane G. I like that I asked that question like literally the same time I saw Bio enter it in chat. Like, Blaine. Oh, you must have got gambited or something, huh? You can't move. Well, in that case, sir. Goodbye.
Child's play.
That's an okay level for Seta. Oh, is it just Byleth? Byleth, are you the last? Oh no, Lysithea as well.
Lysithea has a level in mage if she can duel in mages with.
Lysithea does have a level mage she can duel in mages with. Excuse me, sir.
Isn't Luna the one that strips resistance?
Yeah, I was just curious if I could get away with not using it. It only has so many uses, you know. Oh dear.
Jeez.
That's highly
Plus,
unnecessary! Was it like 200 damage? Jesus Christ. My Cynthia's just like, no, death is yours. You've committed a crime against God. Death is yours. Oh. Well, that's the range of don't move Byleth into that range. We're just gonna park Byleth here instead. And then... scum that healer to death. Probably seems like a... No, I mean, it could be a healer. Currently, it's wielding a Banshee. Regardless, Viscum it to death.
I must lead them well.
Isn't Luna the one who
Willow.
strips?
Here, I'll post a convenient reminder for you.
Oh no, the horse lads are advancing. Whatever will we do? Oh no, the horse lad is running uselessly into the dew. And then dying tremendously to his super bonk. Bye!
Luck wasn't with you.
Yes! Go to do! Kill them! Kill them all! No, this guy wants to die to Dimitri instead.
On to the next battle.
Kill the horse, the rider falls down!
Oh my god. Wow, that's a reference.
Also kill the rider falls down. True story. Alright, to do. I have a mission for you, sir. And it is to walk forward. I'm not sure if any of those men are, armor? Are you armor or are you just... No, you're just regular horsey boy. Are you armor? You are also regular horsey boy. Okay. Your job is to walk forward, put your Iron Axe Plus back on, and then sit there and be the wall I have trained you to be. Dimitri, you can come hang out too. Bernie!
Kill them, Dedu. Kill them all so Dimitri and Marianne don't have to.
Right? I mean, Dimitri seems very enthusiastic about it today.
He does.
I won't falter.
Oh, Ash is up to a D in swords now,
Understand.
and has learned Wrath Strike. Annie, be a deer and just lay some damage into that guy. Not that it's, like, strictly necessary or anything. Sometimes Dimitri just doesn't think very clearly when provoked. We've learned this. Yeah, true. The man's...
I don't know what you mean. Dimitri's entirely logical all the time, especially when he was in his really emo phase.
The man spits straight facts. This scam... Okay, you cannot delete that guy. Nor can you delete that guy unless you crit. But, by putting the damage on you...
You make it slightly more likely to do
absolutely
kills.
makes it... Well, it makes it almost a guarantee that to do kills. I don't see how he doesn't at that point. He has, like... He has a pretty fucking big strength stat. I'm sorry, you're standing near the Death Knight. Please be dead.
No time to slow down.
Yeah, Lysithea needs that space.
Lysithea needs to approach. Flame! Dearest Flame.
Who has a higher res than Mercy.
Even though Mercy is our supposed tank. What is your strongest thing? It's the Viscum, inevitably, but... Yeah. I seriously don't think you need the Viscum to kill that guy, though. Cutting Gale? Cutting Gale will do it. Oh, that was Excalibur. Whatever. Point is, it killed it.
I was about to say, that definitely wasn't Cutting Gal.
It doesn't matter. The point is, he's dead now.
Bio. I'm curious about what's going to end up being in those two chests. You'd think it'd be at least some somewhat decent stuff, considering how many people were parked in front of them.
Oh, right, the chests. I forgot about the chests. Thank you for reminding me about the chests.
I read the comments.
I knew there was something else we were doing on that side of the map. I feel like there's a reason we had, like, everybody over there. And there is. We were chasing some chat. Oh, right, there's also this guy. Interesting.
He's an axe friend and not a punch friend, which means he probably can hurt us.
Probably. But we'll also heal quite a lot of it off. And that's if he hits us in the first place. Which we do have White Magic Void on her now.
That's true.
And White Magic Range. So she does have a fairly good dodge chance. And she is at full health. This is probably fine. Also, there was an 11% chance that she just killed. Which is not insignificant.
Really?
He's decided he wants Byleth. I'ma get you! Yeah, you suck, and you're dead. Bye-bye. Yes, he would have hurt quite a lot if he'd hit us, but, unfortunately, he's useless. As is this guy.
Not quite.
I'm gonna get you! Oh shit.
Bonk.
More proof of my loyalty.
I'm gonna get you!
No, you're not.
Well, that didn't work. Ow. Also, ow. Now on my end. Oh, Jesus. Stop spawning more dudes!
We want them to spawn more dudes. More dudes equals more EXP.
As long as the only new mages they're spawning continue to be down here, that's fine. Just don't spawn more mages over here and we're all good. 'Cause, like, this is Dedu's area of, you know, influence. This is where he stands to not be... Oh, that's a spell spot. Don't be standing in a spell spot. Okay, now. Check this
Are we not
guy.
concerned about Spell Dude behind the wall? Does he?
You mean this guy that doesn't have an attack?
Oh, he has wind.
That's ward.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's hard to read from here.
He does not have wind. He does not have an attack. This space would be red if he was able to attack us, and he cannot. He will try, but he will fail. And now he's gonna try for Dimitri, which is also not a great idea. Bernie!
It's a shame we never let Dimitri use Aardvark.
We have. We've let him use it. He's definitely used Abracadabra before. Yeah, let's go!
Good girl, Burn.
Critical 0!
All the nothing.
I was hoping for a crest trigger double critical 0.
That would've been
That
fun.
would have been awesome.
Would have been very thematic for our Bernie too.
I'm helping! Uh-huh, sure you are, Bernie. Ash, you actually have enough magic stat to have been able to injure that guy. Congratulations. Annie. Wow, that's just unfortunate. Dorothea! Ugh. Aha! Suck it. Free rusted axe. Nice, thank you. Lysithia. Oh boy, okay. Now, after this guy is dead...
She can probably, like, she can definitely spell kill him.
Yeah, I'm worried about the mages. I am actually worried about the mages that are over there, though, is part of the issue.
Lysithia's res is pretty decent, isn't it?
It's 29. It's not insignificant, but it's also kind of scary. And also, damn it, we're out of range of Seraphim.
Can she get one closer?
No, this is as far as she can move.
I mean, my asthma is still gonna hurt.
Yeah, or, alternatively, the Viscum knocks out a health bar. I would certainly have preferred to use a spell there, but...
I aspire
Oh,
to
speed
be
and
like
magic. Hell yeah, and dex.
Bio responds back, I was going to say you let him use Aardvark Destruction on Cornelia, but you, kind of forgot about that part of the plan when it came time to kill her and just had Dimitri stab her normally.
Yeah, well, apparently we didn't need it, so...
Also, I think it's technically devastation, not destruction. I think. I don't know. Aardvark's not my most used relic.
Okay, Violet, you need to continue to sit there and just wall. Although, if by some chance you happen to be able to crit and like knock this guy down another health bar, that'd be cool.
Here is something to believe in.
Thanks, Violet. Much appreciated. Bye-bye. I mean, you're not dead, but it is another health bar drained, so... Now you're in Lysithea kill range for next turn. And an archer down there. There is an archer down there.
Where? Oh, you're right. But we don't have to care about archers anymore.
Well, no,
technically.
but I'm just surprised that, like, I'm surprised to see an archer.
Crest of Flames.
Crest of
on
Flames.
Nosferatu. So excessive.
No kill, though, which is unfortunate. Aw, how cute! He thought he could get away with shooting us with a bow. And critical. Bye! Also, he missed
All
anyway.
is going to plan.
Because Byleth is a ridiculous self-healing dodge to- oh, fuck, you have a spear.
Weak. Pathetic.
I forgot to check what kind of weapon he had. Should have had the hand axe. Meh!
Demonic Beast is about to kill his own horsey friend. No, because the horsey friend
He
dodged.
missed. He did nothing. He was actually completely ineffectual. Literally accomplished nothing. My dude. This man does not have armor. However, hear me out here. Actually, real question. Never mind. The answer is no. That guy's far too far away. Yeah. Okay. Different question. That might do it. That has a better than even chance of doing it.
Slightly better than even.
All in his service.
No, this is to do. It was 100%.
Had to be done.
This is our boy, MVP, best boy to
I
do.
wield this power for His Highness.
This monster mountain of a man. That just...
Oh, you could have gone and put him in front of the mage and had him murder the mage next turn.
I mean, I guess. I'm kind of assuming the mage is gonna already be dead by then from these three.
Well, yeah, but what else do you have for to do right now?
Well, eventually he's gonna be heading down south, and I don't think he can... Yeah, he can't do that from over there.
Right, but he also has a ridiculous move speed.
Not a ridiculous move speed, just a very good move speed. Dimitri! You're also just gonna chill here for now. Cool, thank you. Bernie!
She's not at her S+ yet, is she?
Sorry, but this is war.
Jeez, Bernie.
Bye!
I'll be home again soon.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe this will help
Speed
me.
is good.
Res.
Speed is good. Res is whatever, but speed is good. Ash! Buddy, we gotta get you moving into the chest area. Annie! hit that guy as well. Listen. Dorothea's up next, I saw it.
Yep, Dorothea, then Flane. You might want to make sure she's out of range of Dude on Horse.
Yeah, I mean, it's only showing the one line, so she should be. Yeah, Dude on Horse doesn't move.
It doesn't Dude on... Oh, Dude on Horse must be the one summoning reinforcements,
Probably. What's your res? 23? You hit for 37? That's 14? You definitely don't outspeed, though. That should be fine. This shouldn't be an issue. Oh. That's interesting. Yep, that's what I was worried about. It's okay. He's a mortal savant. He kind of sucks. So we're probably okay.
And we've got time travel.
I mean, it is showing a 92% hit chance.
Yeah.
For whatever he decides to do. So let's just not do that.
More fighting.
Can we hit him from here? Yeah, we can. Alright. Time to harass him from outside of his range.
Onward.
Flane.
At your
See.
service. I had to protect my friends.
Oh, how weird. That guy died. It's just like Scythian.
You know, all of a sudden heart attacks on the battlefield when Byleth is out and about. If you have Byleth kill Horsey, friend, Lysithea should be able to kill or come close to killing the big bad.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah.
Because then,
no,
like,
because he doesn't have a shield break at the moment. Which means that even Seraphim isn't going to be enough, because it's going to be nullified. Yeah. So she's actually got to pull back for a second here. Because I think Byleth kind of has to pull back as well. She's only got 2 uses left on Nosferatu. 3 uses left on Nosferatu. Oh, well, these 2 are the only ones that can get to her, so that's... No, that should be fine.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with her being where she is right now.
There is a problem with her attacking at all, though. Like, she can't
Correct.
actually attack. Top Keck overkill.
It's done.
So Flame here. Lysithia's now in this one square of safety.
Lysithea murder everything with magic on
What's my
Ordelia.
strategy?
No, you just
Chill
kinda
out.
chill here. I mean, there's no reason to sublime heaven. You just chill there, Violet. Because that way, no matter which of these guys attacks you... Ow. Not that it matters. Thank you for the health. Thank you again for the health. Well, the mages want to come in from that side now, do they? Oh, you decided to attack from over there. Well, we're only getting one of those hits off, and kind of enough for actually breaking. But it served its purpose long enough. Oh, look! He thinks he's a threat. Ow. And you're dead.
Yep. Like, what did you think you were gonna accomplish there, really? Because I guarantee you, Mercy's fine.
Plink.
Oh look, more mages.
Oh,
look, more
another
horses.
horse boy.
I am prepared.
Excuse me, sir.
Bonk.
Allow
He
me.
can't miss.
I'm understanding of this. However, I wanted to check them for spears. Nope, not killer axe. Iron is fine. And shabam.
A threat eliminated.
But you were in heavy armor! And you don't have defense, so sucks to be you.
Leave it to me.
I'd be honored.
Theo should really follow after Ash. Dorothea. Ash's personal cheerleader.
Thanks so much.
I do this for all of us.
Yes, I'm so sure. Be with you two in a second. Now, my little magic hype squad over here.
I'm your girl.
Oh, what's that? A one shot? Sucks to be you.
It had to be done.
Dead. Plane. That's...
Child's play.
There will be no further reinforcements from this side. However, the other side is still in action.
Oh, stuff
They
it,
call in more
Gilliam.
reinforcements. We'll be in great danger.
No, we
must
won't,
take down the other
Dimitri.
commander
We're
as well.
fine.
And fast.
Dimitri, you're standing like 5 feet away from the guy. Calm down. The danger is incredible, Professor. Begging your pardon, but I disagree. Also, Mercy outspeeds you and has enough damage to just one-shot
Be
you,
at
so,
peace.
you know, goodbye.
Which means Lysithea should be more than capable of taking down the other one if need be.
Now then, your shield is still up, isn't it? That is admittedly quite irritating. What is...
Byleth should be able to take the shield down, though.
What?
She doesn't have...
Oh, there's still the...
Yeah.
That guy. I mean, the problem is we have to deal with him. Because otherwise he comes and kills...
Yeah, but
Lysithea.
can't Bernie just kill him with a Viscum?
No, because Bernie couldn't get close enough to kill him with a Viscum. She would have needed Dorothea's help for that.
Fair.
So... we need... straight line 3.
We have this covered. Now's our chance.
So that should kill Horse Lad. That did not kill Horse Lad. I left Horse Lad at 1 health, but he now can't move. As long as Lysithea can delete this guy, which she can, quite easily in fact. Back, begging your pardon, sir!
Yeah.
Hi. I brought you a present.
It's death.
It's called Get Fucked.
Oh, jeez, Lysithea.
It's called Take 228 damage, yeah.
In addition to the other 76 you'd already taken,
will
'cause
not
that's her
die.
second attack.
Perseverance is the key.
You think you can handle that? Right away, Professor. Wait, before you do that, swap to another axe. The one you're using has a 0% chance to crit. That's not a problem. Huh. Oh, hey, authority level 5. Neat. And you just get to stand there and be sad.
Yep.
Because you suck.
And then Lysithea presses the horse murder button.
Nah, he doesn't deserve the horse murder. Ah, look! He thinks he's a threat.
Pathetic.
Meanwhile, Ingrid's just flying there on her horse like, you think that's gonna work?
And that guy's coming up behind like he's a problem.
I suppose Lysithea could just hit the anti-mage button.
Excuse me.
You'll regret this.
No!
Had
The
to be
dude's
done.
just like, more criticals!
The dude's like, I'm gonna give Lysithea a run for her money on MVP on this one.
Everybody dies! Who dies? You and you and you and you and also you!
Just let him wait right in front of that guy.
Yeah, hello. I'm Dedu. How are you? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. You're dead. Is what you are. Yep, you're very dead.
Yep.
Excuse me. Death is yours.
Now, let me guess. The king of overkill.
Nope.
No?
I won't stop here.
He didn't want him make Marianne watch him impale another horse.
Now we should not have to worry about any more reinforcements crashing the party.
Just stop existing, Lysithea. We all have a rational hatred. Actually, our hatred for you is quite rational. Just... Oh, cool. I'm glad we came all this way for extra large bullion. This is gonna be how this is, isn't it?
You're a big help.
About face. Annie.
next?
Pain. Pain is what is next. Oh yeah, Bernie. Bernie, where are you? Come here. Jack? Oh yeah, that guy!
Pretty good.
I swear their bow critical must be applying to the Visco for some reason. And I don't know why, but there's no reason she should have a 27% crit chance with the Viscum otherwise.
Oh, good. Her practical use.
Yes. One additional movement for...
There is always more.
Oh,
to
right. I was like, how did you level up Axis from that? Viscum. Okay, yeah, not him, though.
I had to protect my friends.
By
Right.
murdering your brother's friends.
I think he's the only enemy left on the map now.
Yes. So now we play delay while Ash finishes doing other things so that Lysithea can kill.
Yep. Although I do need to check that Lysithea...
Yeah, Lysithea can get close enough to do the thing.
And she has enough damage to one-shot, assuming she hits.
Mm-hmm.
However, we should be able to boost that chance. So we understand that this is the square. So we need to get Byleth in a position where she's going to be able to get to there, get somebody else in a position where they get to there, somebody else in a position where they get to there. We give her supports on all sides, which should increase her hit chance. Look at that, using supports the way they're supposed to be used. Theoretically. Byleth, can you get to the required positioning? You can. Fantastic. Start moving the mage squad in.
Viable uses of rescue. Even to the most advantageous one. Good job, Flame.
She's learning.
That helps.
Health for child. For no reason other than can. Barney forward. Ash forward. Dorothea can't quite get far enough. Oh. Retraining bow. Darn. Professor, I got the final chest. Can I take a break for a second?
First chest.
No. No! Dorothea, more coffee! Right away, Professor! But I already drank 3 pots since we... Quit your whining, you baby. How far can you get? Right to there. Okay. In that case, you stop right here. I think, right?
Yep.
Or is that the... Yep, that is correct. You stop right there.
And then Dorothea continues being your personal cheerleader.
True story.
I needed that.
Alright, show me something other than extra large bullion. Okay, stat drugs. That's better, thank you. Well, well, well. What do we have here? The time has come
Yep.
to do forward. Wait. Annie, forward. Wait. Byleth, forward. Wait. Mercy, forward. Wait. Lysithia, forward.
Murder!
Execute. Or die and we reset time.
Yep. Oh,
Crest of
jeez.
Gloucester. Oh, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
To die. To no one without the other.
Lysithia overkill Von Cordelia strikes again. You were already gonna kill him. You didn't need your crest.
Well, I think the crest trigger was peace of mind though, because I don't think it would have triggered if she was gonna miss.
Fair.
Fine. Okay, speed. I will take speed. Speed is fine. I would have preferred more magic as well, but you're like 2 points away from cap.
Yeah, she's
anyways,
also
so-
very close to magic
The enemy
cap.
general has been vanquished. Everyone, move to gain control of the
And
keep.
as we promised Mercy, we made it swift.
Yep.
Perhaps not painless, but
Especially not with a crest trigger.
but like as painless as we could realistically make it.
Without, you know,
Victory is
other
ours.
things having to
Raise
play
the banner
into
of the
it.
knights. May it soar proudly over the impregnable fortress.
No shit, Sherlock.
Oh, what's that? 228 damage critical Lysithia got MVP? Who would have thunk?
MVP Lysithia. You don't say. I mean, Dedue made a strong case for it being him, but,
I mean, Lysithia had a 228 damage crit. Like,
yeah. And the
Your
kill
Highness,
on the boss.
Our capture of the fortress is complete.
the enemy general has been routed. Move to take control of the keep. We already killed everyone here, Dimitri. Oh, I guess we'll just go and pick up their weapons then.
Everybody
Now
in the
path
class
to the Imperial
groans.
capital is finally open to us. Once we have finished cleaning up after the battle, let's have another meeting to discuss our next move.
You know what? We should have a party. We killed Mercy's brother. We need a, you know, fratricide party.
Soldier,
Soldier one,
run the
who
warrior,
at home
death
or at the
comes.
monastery.
Soldier 2,
But to
who,
waste
the
our
Death Knight?
resources
Soldier
right
1,
here
no,
would
the
be
Ordelia
most-
girl, run!
Pardon the interruption. We've just received a letter from Margrave Gautier.
Oh yeah, how's Sylvain's dad doing?
Very well. I will read it at once. I see. It seems the conflict within Fargus has at last come to an end.
Yes, Your Highness. Margrave and the other Eastern Lords are at the center of it, and are gathering the kingdom's military forces even now. They intend to join with the Alliance army and send troops and supplies to the monastery.
What do you know? My old man is really pulling his weight. Did he seem well?
Yes, as well as
Better
can be
than your brother,
expected.
at least.
He has taken it
Better
upon
than
himself to bring
Miquelon.
Lords back to our troubled territory.
Remember when
His
you
Highness
killed
is away.
him?
I don't
I
think
am
Sylvain
truly
killed
in the
him.
Mar-
No,
Margrave's
I
death.
think it was Byleth.
I will be sure to thank him properly at first opportunity. Thank you for the information. Now tell me, did it seem to you that my presence was needed back at the monastery?
Well, I do have a verbal message from the Margrave on the subject.
A verbal message? How strange.
The other day, he arrested one of Viscount Kleiman's men. And, well, the prisoner has claimed involvement in the tragedy of Dusker. He has implicated his lord as well.
Go on.
I was told they would be transporting this man to the monastery, along with the troops and supplies.
Well, Edelgard waits another day, it appears.
The Margrave said that regardless of the credibility of the man's testimony, How he should be dealt with was your decision alone, Your Highness.
Everyone, we're holding another victory party. Professor, are you sure that's in good taste? The Death Knight was, you know... Who cares about that guy? We're celebrating because Caspar's dead.
Very well.
There was a death party every
All that
time she
considered,
kills
I will return to
someone
the
who
monastery at
refused
once.
to join her class.
Right? We held like 3 of them for Ferdinand.
Yep.
Will you come with me, Professor? Thank you.
I brought him to Super Purgatory with me and he still refused to join the class.
I mean, to be fair, he probably refused to join the class because of the Super Purgatory incident.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon. Our chosen paths.
Moon.
She throws a party every time someone from
The
Edelgard's
Kingdom
class who
Army has
refused to
captured
join us
Fort
dies.
Marcius, managing
Yeah, we
troops
didn't
from
celebrate
the now stable
Raphael.
Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory. The
Violet
Kingdom
is
Army
consciously
returns to
trying to
Garrett
block
Mountain
out
and reorganize
Raphael.
its forces.
She just wants to stop being blamed for
With
it.
sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
It's like the one thing this entire playthrough she's felt bad about. Not least of which because she super had no interest in killing him. Oh, why is that birthday cake red?
Ah, there
Probably
you
our
are.
birthday.
His Highness was looking for you.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Okay, where are you at, Gil?
He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner, Viscount Kleiman's man.
Yeah, we have a birthday. We've had our birthday once already.
Yeah.
That's where we got the blue thingy ring that I was wearing until I switched it out for a speed ring.
He
You
he'd
said
like
it
for
when
you and
you're
I to be
creating
present
your
as well.
Byleth at the beginning.
Will you come with me?
Pretty sure Inu just picked a day at random
I
or
cannot
left it
overlook
at
your
whatever the
reckless
default
remarks.
was.
No, I put it on my
Are
birthday.
you really so
obviously.
keen to lose your head?
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying. Amidst the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed.
Now, who's throwing us a tea party for our birthday is the question. I know last time Dimitri just gave us a brooch, but...
We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
So was Patricia part of it?
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain from such a...
Perhaps Lady Patricia would have done anything to return to the Empire, to her husband and daughter.
Even though she was
What
remarried.
exactly are you implying?
For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the Empire in order to investigate rumors about Lady Patricia. Cornelia's words were true. The 2 of them, I am afraid they conspired together after all.
Enough of this nonsense. You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy.
I do not intend to imply that the 2 of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. They were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire and people like Solon and Kranya had their motives too.
So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe?
So it's Edelgard's fault. Professor, she would be a child in those times. And she was screwing up things since then, I knew it. For the past few months, I've been spying on the lords to get more information on Lady Patricia. That's why the professor caught me practicing my fake accent the other day.
Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand.
When he
I have
suddenly
no
became
idea what their
Canadian
true
for 5
intentions were.
seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time, he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Dusker. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland. You murdered your own king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
Dude, you like ripped a guy's spine out with your bare hands and became a murderous sociopath for like 5 years out of, you know, love for some dead people.
Yep.
You're not one to pass judgment here, Dimitri.
Yeah.
I am only standing before you now because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins.
I don't think she'd care about regret, honestly.
Yeah, but I feel like she'd almost say that mockingly, like, oh, so you feel bad about it now?
I mean, I guess. Yes, you were about an hour late.
I accept your hatred, and even the punishment of death. But I still believe it was a massacre in the name
Our
of
clocks
justice.
moved back an hour.
I mean, so did his.
Gilbert, lock this man
We
in his
finished
cell.
the map we were on. The Death Knight's dead now.
Yes, Lysithea eviscerated his face.
Are you not going to kill him?
I will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition of justice.
Yeah, also Lysithea did over 300 damage on one turn. Not to the Death Knight, but she did do over 300 damage on one turn.
To a demonic beast, actually.
Yeah. She had a 228 damage crit that followed up a 70-something damage.
Yes, Your Highness.
76, maybe?
Something like that.
76, yeah. Thanks, Bio.
Yeah, she got MVP. Suffice to say, she got MVP on the map.
Although Dedue was giving her a run for her money, he had like 5 or 6 115 damage crits.
Yeah, well.
Over the course of the map. Hey, feeling okay, buddy? So your
No,
stepmom was a
I cannot say that I
scumbag.
am.
You know, these things happen. If you want, I'll kill her for you. I've already offered to kill Bernie's dad for her, and Marianne's dad, and... I mean, we did kill Ash's dad.
And Ingrid's dad, and...
Actually, most of our class have offered to kill their parents for them, so... I wouldn't mind adding Lady Patricia to the list.
Besides, she's also
Tell me,
Edelgard's
Professor.
mom, and fuck Edelgard.
How well do you remember your father, Gerald?
He's dead. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I don't know. Not very well. It's only been 5 years!
Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To be honest, I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile, nor the sound of her voice.
So the betrayal runs in Edelgard's blood. Don't feel bad, Dimitri.
Oh, I've been on top chat the whole time. Whoops.
If you want, I can kill your mom. What? I mean, I already offered to do that for most of the class's dads. It was even how I recruited some of them. Just figured I'd ask.
I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, and yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn.
As if she wanted to go somewhere. Far away, where I wasn't.
Did my stepmother wish to go home so badly that she would kill father and me? Kill her false family? Home, to her own blood. Her true family.
Look, man, I don't know. I'm just here to offer to kill your mom. Alright?
I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to.
No, but theoretically the ghost in my head does.
Oh, wait, is Per there, Gil? Is she visiting? How did I not know about this?
I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate.
Cornelia was an untrustworthy bitch and all, but she did at least give you a heads up that you were your mom's least favorite child.
Yeah.
Ah, just on Discord. Gotcha.
If I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins. Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Duskur who still suffer persecution.
Oh wait, he's not actually dead.
Well, back at her, anyway, Gil. It's been a while since I've had the chance to, like, talk to her directly, so... Yeah, I did see you'd finish Cindered Shadows, Zed. Well done. Now you're starting the Crazy Hawks.
The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me.
But... are you actually doing Crazy Hawks, or are you doing, like, Silvered Snow or whatever it is?
That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her.
No, Dimitri, no! The agreement was we kill Edelgard. What is this talking nonsense? Murder!
It's okay. Talking doesn't go
Do you
well.
think it is a fool's errand?
Yes!
Honestly, I think so too.
Good, then let's skip it and just stab her! With baloney!
But I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees.
Did you read that Naruto book that Felix is so obsessed with?
What she aims for once her domination is complete. What kind of justice she clings to as she fights. And why she felt it necessary to start this war.
Because the church is a dick and crests are evil, but also she's crazy.
I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king.
Like, I am unclear how much of what she's doing is her own volition, how much of it is her being under the control of those who slither in the dark. Because, like, quite a lot of the time in part 1, when the Flame Emperor showed up, it didn't really seem like she was in that much of a control of the situation.
No, not necessarily, but if anything, what Three Hopes did was prove to me that she could have fought back if she'd really wanted to.
We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But before any battle begins, we will set up camp nearby and send a messenger. I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place, without any weapons or troops.
Guess I can understand wanting to try more the normal soldiers that aren't Edelgard won't get killed, but at least he realizes it's probably gonna happen regardless.
As to whether or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard.
Yeah, but the nobles are only in power because of the crests, for the most part. Like, across both the kingdom and the empire, and even the alliance, really.
Although to a lesser extent in the alliance, because
well, they just have less crests.
Well, but look at, for example, Hilda's family, because heir apparent isn't Hilda, even though her brother doesn't have a crest and neither does her father. Like,
but the royal family, or the noble family does.
Granted, but they're not necessarily they're not doing what Fargus and the Empire do, which is that only that if there's a child with a crest, they're the one that inherits.
No, but the nobility is all basically defined by crests in the first place.
Granted.
You know what? I'm sure she'll agree to just talk and not just, I don't know, try to shank you immediately.
Not just send Hubert to murder us.
I would like to believe that as well. You know, Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful. But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied. After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me. And now, I also have you by my side.
Do you, though? It's Sunday! And we need to explore the monastery because we need to get motivation for people. I think. Actually, like most of our class is probably on 50%. Because of the seminar. So if we just seminar it up again, that should cover pretty much everybody except for Dimitri.
And Lysithea, but Lysithea's already at max.
Lysithia's already maxed out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, letting Lysithea run Seminar is probably objectively the best use of our time.
We've also got some support convos. However, we also need to do the Maymays. So, let me get us transitioned over to the Maymay scene in just a moment. You know, Professor, when we fought Cornelia, she mocked me and called me pitiful. And then you stabbed her with Aardvark Destruction. What's the problem? That isn't my Lance's name. It is now. Shut up. Hold on, I just gotta... Wait, who the hell's playing... Oh, L. I was playing P4 Golden, apparently.
Look, it's just easier to call his lance something other than its actual name.
Because its actual name is an eldritch invocation that is unpronounceable by man. You know, as you do, right? These things happen. Let's go ahead and get transitioned on over to the classroom here. And
A reading bear is too hard of a name to spell.
Yeah, true story. Okay, Maymays. Ah, not too many this week. Just a few.
I mean, to be fair, we really didn't do much last week.
We did plenty last week. It's just, you don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. Make sure you're saving into the right place.
The Edelgard doodle on the blackboard.
What about it?
It makes me smile every time.
So I'm not gonna lie, Bio. In that fourth one, I know that's like I can see now that that's Ash, but when the image was all small, I thought that was Lanceria for a second. I was like, man, what's she doing here? That's weird. Oh no, that's I don't need my editing software. Where'd OBS go? There it is. You guys, I lost OBS for a second. Fine, I found it again. Now I just need to line this up so I can see what I'm doing and just budge my way over here where I will be out of the way. There we go. Better. Now then. Now, let's make sure I've got the right shit selected and don't delete the background this week. There we go. That's still the one from last week. So, first up, sometimes these random requests aren't actually all that random. Not much to do today, is there? Hey, JPEG, how's that new game been going for you? Oh, that. I actually just finished it last night. Wait, what? But I only got the thing for you like 3 days ago. How did you manage that? Well, it's not like I have much else to do besides sleep, yell at you, and do your work. So I don't have much else to do in my free time. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So, how was it then? It was pretty good. I'm actually thinking of starting another playthrough soon, but using only sword units this time. Professor... if you have a moment, I'd like to... Wait, only sword units? That sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? Why not use something like magic units instead? Well, I found out the magic attacks in it were a bit too strong during my first playthrough, so I figured it would end up being too easy if I only used those. Professor, I'd like to ask... does the game have flying units in it? They might make a good choice instead of using only sword ones. That might not be a bad idea, though the movement they have might give them too much of an edge. Professor, if you just listen to me for... Well, yeah, but they'd also be weak to archery units and stuff, right? That should balance them out at least a little. Professor! If you would please stop talking to yourself for a moment, I have something I would like to ask you. Oh, Marianne, when did you get here? Think we could pause this for now, JPEG? I should probably see what she wants. Fine with me. You actually doing your job for once just means less work that I have to do for you later. Yeah, quit being a smartass already. Anyways, you need something, Marianne? Oh, I'm sorry for shouting just now. I actually wanted to ask you if it would be alright if I stopped learning white magic so I could learn more about lances and riding instead. JPEG's like, I'm out. Professor? Okay, that definitely caught me off guard for a second. Obviously, I'm not going to let you do that. Oh, okay then, Professor. Now, even though I'm absolutely not going to let you swap lesson plans, that just came so out of nowhere that I have to ask. Why do you even want to learn lances and riding in the first place? You see, I just wanted to be able to... with... Nice going, Marianne. You've really been doing quite well at getting the hang of these spear lessons the professor assigned you. Thank you, Dimitri. I am just glad I was able to have someone as skilled as you to help teach me. If it weren't for that, I'd probably still have trouble just knowing how to hold these. Nonsense. With how easily you've taken to using lances, much of your progress must have come from your own natural talents. Now, would you want to take a ride together on your new horse so we could practice your skills with mounted combat? That would be lovely, Dimitri. If that's okay with you, that is. Of course. I wouldn't pass up the opportunity to be able to ride into combat on the back of a horse once again, even if it's just for practice. And I must say, that truly is a remarkable horse the professor gave to you. What was it you said you had named him? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention it earlier because we were busy with my lessons. It's kind of embarrassing, but his name is Maltz. Marianne? Hello? Marianne? You've been standing there for like 10 minutes now since you trailed off while answering my question. You good? JPEG, you have any idea what happened to her? Honestly, I got no clue either. Best I can guess is that it kinda looks like she's daydreaming or something. Maybe you should just go get Mercy. Yeah, probably. Guess we'll just continue our talk about the game on the way over.
Translation bio was frustrated with how much time we spent talking about not this game last week.
I mean, kind of, Alex, kind of. It's, I mean, so far I've really only used it for this stuff. But I do have a model that is functional, so I mean, if that's your definition, then kind of, yeah. What is a chef's spoon if not a tiny shovel? Oh, I did not move this up to the top, did I? There we go. That looks more accurate. Greetings, Dedu. Hello to you as well, Flame. Why is it that you've called me to the cafeteria today? I summoned you here because I want to give you an apology. Apology for what? I cannot say I recall anything that would warrant one. While you were gone on errands for the prior week, I had tried to cook a dish on my own. It was a complete disaster. Adding in all of those extra seasonings and the fishy oil, it was all a mistake. I see nothing wrong with that. Mistakes happen. They're a valuable part of learning a craft. But I have directly ignored your instructions. If I cannot even do that correctly, then I know you must no longer have any desire to continue teaching me. Is that what you want, Flame? Me to stop teaching you, that is? Of course not, Chef. I mean, Dedu. Then I personally see no reason for you to halt your lessons. Are you sure? Even after I have disobeyed your instructions? Of course. You've done nothing to disappoint me, Flame. The dish you made was obviously quite horrible, but there was more to it than just its taste alone. You ate the dish I made? I did. I ended up finishing my errand sooner than I expected that day and arrived in the cafeteria right before the staff were going to dispose of it. But the workers in the kitchen told me that it was unfit for human consumption because of the fishy oils I added in. Yes, that much is quite true. Afterwards, I had spent the next week bedridden in the infirmary as Mercedes repeatedly used Restore to work the numerous poisons out of my system. But that is besides the point I would like to make. Oh, so that is why it had taken you so long to buy the items the professor had asked of you. What I am trying to say is that, disregarding the abysmally foul flavor of the dish itself, I could sense the passion that was put into it, as well as the desire to make something that would be pleasing to others. You truly believe so, Dedu? Indeed. Unspeakably terrible taste aside, all of the ingredients were still chopped to perfection, and you've also seemed to finally learn how to handle fish without simply eating them before they were added into the dish. Yes, I had simply done what I had learned from watching you. I could tell. You do have talent for this, despite what you may currently think, Flame. In fact, I'm sure that one day you will surpass even myself when it comes to cooking. You think so? If I am to be truthful, I find that difficult to believe in myself. I do, though given your indeterminately long lifespan, it is somewhat more of an inevitability. But once again, that is besides the point I am trying to make. If you still wish to learn, then I would gladly remain your teacher in the ways of cooking, Flame. I would very much like that. One day I shall make a dish so flavorful that even you shall exclaim its deliciousness to the world. And I look forward to the day you finally succeed. Now let us prepare for your next lesson, shall we? Very well, Chef. I mean, Dedu. It's fine, Flame. You may call me whatever you wish. Oh, that is most exciting. Let me think. Chef Dedoo. No, Master Chef Doodah. No, that's not quite right. Ooh, Supreme Chef Deddy Pie. I would prefer for you to perhaps not use either of those last two if you wouldn't mind. As you say, Iron Chef Doodle. Is this what it feels like for one who have dug their own grave? Very well then, I suppose I've already committed, so if this is to be my fate, then so be it.
I mean, in all fairness, Zed, I feel like at this point all of them are aware there's at least something going on with Flame's aging because, you know, it's been 5 years.
Maltz is the name you ended up going with for Marion's imaginary horse because she'd want to pick a name they'll go with, yeah. And also, Pilot cannot keep his secret. Yeah, everybody knows. This one is Get Your Fucking Act Together, Manuela. Professor Byleth, a pleasure to see you. Oh, just cut the shit, Manuela. What did you drag me out here for this time? That was simply uncalled for. Just what have I ever done to warrant such an attitude? There isn't enough time in the day to answer that, so get to the point already. Well, I've actually been doing some self-reflecting recently, so I was here at what's left of the old church to confess my own foolishness. And while I was at it, I figured I'd do the same to you as well, if that's alright. It absolutely isn't, but you're just going to keep on going You see, I recently came to the realization that I really am just a worthless burden, aren't I? Whoever decided I deserve this can go fuck themselves. Anytime I go through a breakup, or when I finish arguing with Hanneman, or when I feel like sleeping in, I always neglect my work and push it onto someone else. I really am just completely worthless as a woman, aren't I? At this rate, I'll spend the rest of my life alone. Be honest, you also think Yes. Professor Byleth? What? Don't ask people questions if you don't want them to actually answer you. How could you say such a thing, Professor? Is it because I'm not attractive enough for someone to marry? Why the hell do you think I'd care enough to judge that? No, that can't be it. Obviously, I'm the most attractive woman in the monastery, so my looks can't be the problem. So much for self-reflection she was on about. Oh no, if the problem isn't my looks, then maybe it's my personality that's to blame? Finally! Now that you figured it out, I can leave. But how could it be my personality? God damn it! So what if I'm somewhat unkempt, or I have a short temper, or if I drink a bit here and there? I thought men liked flaws like that. Tell me, if it's not because of my flaws, maybe it's that I'm not flawed enough. Fuck! No! Oh, I don't see any reason for you to be so angry, Professor. I was only asking. Shut up. You want to talk about the small flaws you have? Fine. Why don't we expand on that point you made about the bit of drinking you do then? I don't think it's really that big of a... You are constantly drunk off your ass, Manuela. You always push your work off onto somebody else because you're hungover. Usually me. Even in the rare times you actually do your job, you still drink while doing it. I've literally had to wait outside of your door for 10 minutes before because you were so hungover you couldn't even remember where your fucking clothes were. Oh, and while we're at it, let's also talk about how you keep venting at me like I'm a fucking diary. One expletive-filled rant I unfortunately didn't have space for later. And with my point made, I'm leaving. Huh? What are you doing here, Dorothea? Professor, I was here to keep an eye on Professor Manuela like usual in case she got drunk again. Why were you here? Because Manuela dragged me off so she could whine at me about her personal life as if I actually gave a damn. Again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear she's still doing that to you, Professor. With how bad she's been getting lately, it almost has me wondering why I look up to her so much. Wait, you what? Did I never mention it to you? When I was younger, Professor Manuela was like a hero to me. It's kind of embarrassing to say, but I wanted to be like her so much that I sort of modeled myself after her. Professor? And next, and you know what she did next, Bernie? No, and I don't really want to either. The first time I see her in 5 years, and you know what she does? She says I shouldn't have gotten rid of my hat. No, how are you? Or you look nice. Just, I liked you more when you had that hat. Can you believe it? Can I please just go back to my room now? No, not until I'm done. And now, she keeps bringing other people whenever I ask if she'd like to eat lunch together. So I keep testing her to see if she can remember which foods I like. But she never picks up on it. Somebody please help me. Professor, you suddenly turned really quiet. Are you alright? Dorothea, do you like alcohol? Huh? Do you drink booze, yes or no? That's a strange question to ask out of nowhere, Professor. I personally don't really get the appeal myself, if I'm honest. Especially not after all the times I've had to help Professor Manuela out of drinking out during one of her episodes. So I can't say that I drink, no. Good. Do us all a favor and don't start. Ever.
Or Manuela.
She's just kind of awful. This is the problem. I actually got into venting about how annoying Manuela is that I ended up having to drop below the minimum text size I typically work with for readability's sake because I could not fit everything in. Sounds about right. And finally, a demon in their element. Alright, Ash, I've been waiting to do this for months now, so what are we looking at here? From what Bernie and I could see, we have roughly 24 enemy units, not including the Death Knight and Caspar, which are roughly split between mages and traditional soldiers to the west and east, respectively. The enemies also set up no less than 4 long-range artillery weapons, which are being manned by either dark mages or archers. Damn, Edelgard really wanted to keep the duo out this time, didn't she? JPEG, anything else you wanted to add? Looks like Ash and Bernie were pretty thorough with their scouting run, but unfortunately it seems that in the time since they've gotten back, the enemy forces have brought 3 demonic beasts into the area, and on top of that, it seems there's a decent amount of reinforcements heading this way as well. They brought 3? Oh, shit. Looks like we have to actually try after all. 3 what, Professor? Demonic beasts, apparently. Plus some extra reinforcements that are on their way. They brought... what? So what do we do now, Professor? Dimitri! Yes, Professor? I want you to take all of our physical hitters and start sweeping east. There should be fewer mages over there, so Dedu should be able to tank the beast to push the line forward as long as you keep him supported with ranged attacks. Right away, Professor. Don't worry, Professor. Bernie and I will have the range units covered. Dorothea! What do you need, Professor? You take Mercy, Flane, and Annie and start sweeping west. Mercy and Flane should be able to take the brunt of the mage attacks themselves, but make sure you take out that ballista or the enemy could start to push you back. Oh, and you try to stay towards the back behind the others. They can all take a fireball pretty easily, but you'd end up charred if one clips you. You got it, Professor. And thanks for the concern, but what about you and Lysithea then? What will you be doing? Simple, really. But first, child! I managed to get a clear sight line on the target, Professor. Good. Oh, a quick question for you first, Dorothea. You used to be in the same class as that Caspar guy back when you were with the Crazy Hawks, right? Any thoughts on us having to kill him? I can't say I was ever particularly close to him even before I joined your class, so I'm not sure how to really answer that. Sounds good enough for me. Fire when ready, child. You got it. Not much longer now. And then I'll be able to show those traitors what's what. They're gonna pay for turning their backs on Edelgard, and for what they did to Ferdinand. Hey, what's up with that weird-looking light? Boom! Don't worry about me. I always knew that losing meant death. Target successfully routed, Professor. Good job, child. Didn't even need his second shot. I'll make Seth buy you a milkshake or something when we get back. Thanks, Professor. Now to answer your question, Dorothea, I'm going to cut straight through the main enemy line myself to make a path for Child to reach that Death Knight asshole or whatever he was called. I've had enough of this teleport counter bullshit, and Child here is going to make that point known for me. Right, Professor. I should probably say how bad of an idea that is, but I can't bring myself to interrupt her when she's having so much fun.
Can you scroll back up to where JPEG was on the tablet? Because I've been...
Yeah, that's Radiant Dawn in the background.
yeah, I was about to say, that's Radiant Dawn, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 1,000,000% Radiant Dawn in the background, yes.
In fact, there's a very real chance I'm waiting for my screen to catch up.
That, I
isn't
believe...
that Alencia's Gambit? The right-hand side where the reinforcements on horse come down?
It could be. It's a bit hard to tell from the size there. It's either that or it's one of the prologue Dawn Brigade maps. Which is also quite possible.
I was saying no, that's the map we were on.
Was it? It looks so much from that screenshot like Radiant Dawn.
I love that you knew that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks very, very much like one of the Radiant Dawn, Dawn Brigade prologue maps.
See, I was thinking about, and I'd been wondering because we'd referenced Alencia's Gambit again. If he just pulled a screenshot from the internet of Alencia's Gambit,
I guess
I wouldn't have put past bio to be.
I
honest.
guess I never realized, until just now, how similar this game can look to Radiant Dawn when it's shrunk down. Obviously when they're full size,
they're tremendously different.
Yeah, this is this is much higher resolution. Whenever you do the map thing, you're actually going to get a screen cap of where you're looking over everything and edit that into the background. Gotcha. I probably would have assumed that on other maps, but that something about that map in particular, right? Just the aesthetic of it looks so bang on for some of the Radiant Dawn maps that I kind of got thrown off by it. All right, back over to there, and then I can close that because we don't need that anymore. Okay, support time. Dedu and Ingrid? Oh. A rank for Dedu and Ingrid.
Yeah, I can show you exactly what part of the map I was thinking of.
Dedu? Are you okay? You look unwell.
Yeah. I mean, it also looks very, very strongly like a bunch of the prologue maps, like I said.
Ingrid. Is my face frightening?
Hey, look, is this because a horse kicked you in the face that one time?
What? I mean, or sort of.
Ingrid, you're not helping,
Not exactly.
dear.
I wouldn't use the word frightening. Aggressive, maybe?
You know, I was trying to figure out why that opening seems so familiar to me. And I've remembered why. So I'm at the end of Blue Lions in Three Hopes again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only Blue Lions class, support that wasn't already an A rank was Dedu and Ingrid. But they had the points for it. But it was locked.
What was it locked behind?
I couldn't figure that out for a while. So, I was trying to look up the support conversation to see if that might be able to give me some idea of what the support was locked behind.
Mm-hmm.
And when I searched for Three Hopes, it gave me the three houses they support the first time. So that first line was very familiar because I'd seen that first line already.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I figured out that it was the wrong game, I was able to switch it. And you know what it was locked behind? It was locked behind the the paralog map that she, Dedue, and I think Felix have. Where they're going to go do some Dusker stuff. Which, of course, I'd done that paralog on my first playthrough, but hadn't bothered on this one. So I had to actually do the paralog before I could do the support conversation.
But it's really nothing to worry about. Why? Did someone say something cruel?
The audio and the visuals are desynced. That's interesting. I don't know why that would be the case. Let me try something. Okay. So I just like deactivated and reactivated the scene. Maybe that'll fix it? Are you okay? Yes, I'm alright. It's just some lingering effect from when I ate the food Flame made. Wasn't that weeks ago? Yes, the toxins were very powerful.
I made a village child cry.
Oh, I see. Let me guess. You feel like you look frightening, so you walked around with a smile glued to your face.
How did you know?
I'm starting to understand how you think. The thing is, forced smiles never work well. They usually just end up making a person look creepy and insincere.
I see. Duly noted.
To be honest, when we first met, I was pretty intimidated by you. Not because of a smile, but a lack of any emotion whatsoever. And you so rarely spoke. I had no idea what to make of you. But that's only because I wasn't making an effort to get to know you, because you were from Dusker. As I started to get to know you, to understand your personality, I realized what a fool I'd been.
Personality.
You may come off intimidating, but underneath that cool exterior is a kind, loyal, and noble person. A really wonderful person.
Constance is adorable. Like, not gonna lie. I really quite like Constance. Like, she kind of rubbed me the wrong way at first. Especially, like, downer Constance.
But cheerful Constance is great.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've seen her... So, obviously, I've seen her post-time skip stuff from Three Hopes, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I keep her in her, like, Academy stuff in Three Hopes. But I've also seen her time skip portrait in this game, and I fucking adore it here. Like, it's so good in Three Houses.
In a certain regard, you are one of the knightliest people I know.
I keep waiting for the DLC to get added for Three Hopes. It gives you access to the Three Houses post-time skip outfits for everybody.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult.
No, I wouldn't think so, but...
What is it?
Wonderful person. This is the first time anyone has ever said a thing like that to me. It is rather awkward.
I don't really see the Khalil thing with her, to be honest.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Which it kind of is, now. Ugh.
Well, let me know if you need anything.
Yes, of course. Same to you, Dedue.
Well, that did indeed get very awkward there at the end, yes. Okay, Bernie and who? Oh, seriously, Bernie and who? Sedith? How?
Huh.
How did that happen?
I have no idea.
Sedith? Wow, he looks really deep in thought. I wonder what he's writing. A secret diary, maybe?
That phrase doesn't quite work, does it? Let's see about an alternative.
Too uncertain for a diary. Maybe it's a letter. Or a poem.
No, that's bound to introduce misunderstanding. Precision is the key.
It must be really important if he's putting that much thought into every word.
But I mustn't overcomplicate things either. Parting words ought to be precise.
Parting? It's a farewell letter? Is he writing his resignation?
Given who's the current
I was about to
archbishop,
say, given who the current archbishop is, yeah, probably.
Said it can be a little scary sometimes, but I hope he doesn't leave. It'd be sad to see him go.
what the fuck are you doing?
He shouldn't make such rash decisions. If he's unhappy about something, he should tell someone.
He probably has, and Violet just waved it off.
Yep.
Come now. Do you really think I would resign?
You heard all that?
If you don't wish to be heard talking to yourself, then you should not speak so loudly. I'm sorry to hear that you find me intimidating.
It's okay, Seda. She finds everyone intimidating.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry! I won't disturb you ever again!
Don't kill me!
Wait, Bernadetta! Typical behavior for the girl. Most concerning. Can she really go through life this way?
Yes, clearly.
Farewell, is he writing his resignation? I must inform the professor right away. She'll be so happy to hear this. Oh. And Sedith and Flayn.
Flayn.
Here to pester me, brother?
She's already done with this shit.
Yep.
He said one word and she's already done.
No, I think I'm the one who ought to be pestered.
Regardless of what I say to you, it is not as though it has any effect in reducing your worry over me.
Adjutants gain support with people on the field if the person they're connected to is close to the other person. But Bernie and Flayn were on complete opposite sides of the map.
Literally the entire time.
Literally, they were on opposite sides. Resign? Why would I resign? Do you have any idea what would happen to this place if I wasn't here to run everything? But I thought that was the professor's job. It is, which is why I'm doing it.
That is true. No matter where you are, and no matter what you're doing, I will always worry. But that's only because I treasure you so very much. Please understand, I'm not trying to hurt you.
I'm trying to hurt everyone else in order to keep you safe.
Of that
Pretty
I am well
much.
aware. I am touched that you care so deeply.
However,
When I think of it, it is my own fault that you have become so overprotective.
no, bad Flame.
I mean, she did do that one thing where she, like, almost killed herself that one time.
You mean the bit where she sent herself into a coma for like 500 years?
Yeah.
I cannot blame you.
No, the fault is entirely mine. You were still so young. I placed far too much strain on you, and our lack of resources was no excuse. Worse, I failed to watch you during the battle. Your mother, too. We lost her because of me.
Both have Viscum, so at this point they likely had overlapping attack ranges. Or maybe.
Afterward, it broke my heart to see how much you would need to rest just to survive. I swore that I would dedicate every moment remaining in my life to your protection.
Ever since then, I have been afraid of falling asleep.
You haven't slept in 500 years?
My fear of sleeping is outmatched only by my fear of spending my life alone. even if it cannot last. I want to live among my peers as one of them, as an ordinary person. Similar to how you and Mother coexisted with your own comrades back then, fighting side by side.
Quite right. I know you must leave the nest someday. No matter how many ages our lives may span, I know that's the way of it.
Father.
Don't.
Nobody is listening, Father. Let me address you as such just this once.
Violet's peeking around the corner. I'm listening.
Yep.
Yes, but
She's
you already
behind the rubble.
But you already knew, Professor.
I have valued the quiet days you and I have spent alone together. But I am no longer a child. Just as you and Mother met one another, and eventually I was brought into the world,
I know. Please, no more.
Just not that Ignatz boy. He's too much of a nerd.
Yes. Could you instead please be with that nice boy from the Empire who looks exactly like a mini-me?
No matter what happens, you are my daughter. It gives me great joy to see you grow. But please, at least until this war is over, let me continue to worry.
You know the rules, Slane. Everyone in our family must have green hair.
You're the most precious person in my life. I can't bear the thought of losing you.
it seems I have no choice in the matter. I shall allow you to worry about me enough for yourself and Mother both. But only that much and no more, my dear Father Keyhole.
I'm sorry. I can't take it seriously when it's spoken. Like, Father Keyhole sounds like such a euphemism, doesn't
Right?
it? Like, that sounds like some weird fucking incest porn euphemism shit, you know?
Yep.
Thank you, Sethleen.
Thank you, your saintliness.
Okay, supports. Done. 3% of people. Only 3% of people did seminar. Oh, we've got a birthday on Monday.
We do. Who is it?
Manuela.
Can we just ignore it?
Nope.
I don't want to have to look up what Manuela likes. Isn't her charisma maxed out yet?
Yes. Actually, I'm not sure it is.
Alrighty. Oh.
It is not, no. Wait, maybe? I don't know. See, here's the thing, right? We were told that when the bar fills up, that the charisma's capped, right? But the number's not green, and the bar seems to be overfilled. So that's a real question. It's really odd. Anyway, seminar time. Child! Child, you're teaching class.
You can't talk to her about cats, but you can talk to her about cute monks.
You know we can't just ignore someone's birthday because we don't like them. You know about Byla's condition. Yeah, she's done Seth's birthday twice. And she even did Gilliam's birthday after he tried to burn his daughter alive. It's Manuela's... Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta do instruction first. Instruct manually. Okay. Percy! Keep on training that there black magic, please. Yes. A plus. Reason level
I'll do my
5.
best.
Percy being a tryhard today. Annie, keep training that white magic. Dorothea! Keep training that black magic. Whatever we're not actually training you on in class. Really. Lysithea! You're training everything, so... keep working on... I mean, you primarily attack with reason, so keep boosting your faith, I guess.
It was quite.
Lane! Also keep... yeah, we'll keep you going on the... Flame was not into the black magic today, apparently. 2 more. Dimitri... We do Dimitri, we could do Ash... Oh, we do Dimitri and Ash. Yeah, that tracks. Dimitri! Why are we not training you in that we need? Already training you in horse. Yeah, we'll train you in authority.
That... This... Oh. That...
Great, well done.
And last but not least, Ash.
Recently recruited Lysithea, Leone, and Annette into the Crazy Hawks. Currently training Leone, Petra, and Constance to be your peg trio. Leone, I think, would be really, really solid in Peg Knight for sure. Constance should be Dark Flyer, though, surely.
This...
I don't remember. Dimitri got S Lances at some point.
Did we change Bernie's goals so that she's no longer training archery?
Let me check. Nope. Congratulations, you're focusing on horse now. Alright.
I have a question.
Just thinking about how even now someone out there is fighting for something. I just can't seem to sit still even during my breaks. What do I do at times like this? Ooh. Keep training until the feeling goes away? I mean,
that's what our Byleth would say.
well, Annie also doesn't seem terribly lazy, right?
I mean, I feel like the answer she's probably looking for, though, is resting well is as important as working hard. Like, in terms of, like, good teacher advice, that's what a good teacher would say.
Zed seems to like the assist with daily tasks option. Yeah, I was also going like, oh, you can help me do my job better if you got nothing else to do. Alright.
That does sound like our Byleth.
Let's roll with it.
What a wonderful idea.
What a net. She's so whipped.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I know Annette's a workaholic. That's why I thought that middle one would work as well, right? Alright, tea party time.
Mint or lavender?
Oh, we got tons of mint. Only thing we have more of than mint is chamomile.
Thank you for your invitation. To what do I owe this surprise?
Oh, I don't know. It's your birthday or whatever?
What a
It
lovely
really shouldn't be a
smell.
surprise to
I like
anyone
this
at this
tea
point
very
that they go out
much.
for tea on their birthday.
Thank you. Oh, what fun.
Okay.
Huh?
A word of advice. Things you find romantic.
A word of advice.
Or it would be things you find romantic.
Actually, that does not work with her. Oh no, it does. It's just bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Close calls. A place you'd like
Close
to visit.
calls.
Yeah.
Gifts you'd like to receive.
Gifts you'd like to receive also.
Huh?
Plans for the future. Monastery mysteries. Strange
Plans for the
fish
future.
in the pond. Plans for the future.
That's right.
Nobody ever wants to talk about cats
Am
or
I
cute
that
monks.
terrible of a
Yes!
woman? So I'm a little unkempt. What of it?
Actually disagree or admonish.
Hate you, game. I hate you so much. I just want to sip tea. Or
If you want the
I want-
perfect tea
I want-
party, hit disagree.
Let's just praise her for
Thanks for the treat.
We fucking talked
I'll
about
buy
this,
the
Manuela.
infirmary
What the
anytime
fuck?
you need anything. I'll be waiting, Professor.
Class, just letting you know, there's a good chance I might end up in jail today. Why's that, Professor? It's Manuela's birthday. Entire class grunts in unison. Now, Byleth's charm is still going up.
It's Byleth's birthday.
We got a birthday present from Dimitri. We got a letter from Dimitri.
Just saying, last time your gift had monetary value.
Let's give it our all.
Oh no, this is impossible.
Why must Manuela be the worst? I agree.
Look, Professor, we did great!
This is impossible. We fucking did it! Not 5 seconds later. Never change, Bernie. Never change. Oh, Leone got to an A in archery.
This'll be useful.
She's like, man, Ash and Bernie go on like every mission, and they're the best archers in the school. Maybe if I get good at archery, the professor will take me places.
Well, ironically, if Leone were high enough level, she probably could class change into the Bow Knight. Bow Pal, whatever it's called.
It was an easy grab for Dorothy. I don't know what she was like, you know, playing at there. Okay, where did our birthday present from Dimitri go? In here?
It Might just be something we have to look at the desk, maybe?
Trite as it sounds, I wish to thank you for everything. I hope you have a lovely birthday, Professor. Happy birthday, Professor. It isn't much, but we got you a gift as a symbol of
No,
gratitude.
that's definitely from the last
Yeah,
time.
that's the last one. Your last letter was better, Dimitri.
And it came with a present.
And it came with a present. That's also true. Now, hold on a second. The Tactics Primer is the thing that Byleth gives you for the Merc Whistle in 3 Hopes. Does this mean we can give somebody else Time Stop?
No.
Rude. Can we look at everyone's support list? Yeah, sure. I mean, whose support list in particular? Like, Violet has, like, a fuck ton. Dimitri's working on, like, an A with Annie and Flane. And Marianne. The Do is... actually, like, capped out on most of his. Everybody that matters, really. Felix, nobody cares. Ash is also capped out with, like, everybody. Unsurprisingly. Sylvain, nobody cares. Mercy... again, capped with, like, everyone.
Everyone that matters, anyway.
Annie's... yeah, Annie and Annie and Dimitri are still working on it. Paired endings come from where the partners' positions are in their support list. Eh. I mean, we'll see what happens. If that's the case, we just have a very polygamous class, that's all. Violet has trained her students well to be polygamous heathens. Look at all these people that went out to battle today. Silly people. Clearly Monastery Exploration Day. Yeah, fuck you, Ash isn't allowed to talk to Marianne. Super cool, thanks game.
In all fairness, Byleth isn't allowed to talk to Marianne either.
Or Sedith.
No, Byleth chooses not to talk to Sedith, and I'll fight anyone who disagrees.
Oh. Boy, that's a compulsion I haven't had in a while.
Tried to turn to talk to JPEG?
Yep. That ain't gonna work. Oh, we got Gingerty.
Hi.
What's Gingerty?
Okay. I'm thinking...
It's very likely that Lady Rhea is confined in the Imperial Palace.
No shit.
If so, then our strategy will be to gain control of the streets and then assault the castle. A street battle followed by a castle invasion. It's just one battle after another. It'll be tough, but we have to win. For Lady Rhea.
Who's top of Dimitri's support list? Oops, that's not the thingy button. Byleth. Then
And
Dedue.
Dedue.
So I guess it'll be Dedue.
Unless they choose to pair Dedue with a female unit, in which case, technically, if it's just by order of support list, it's then Felix.
10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west. Their final target was the capital, but they were countered at a port town long before they reached their destination. We spent a lot of time going back and forth, but at least we made it this far.
Good for you, I guess. Ultimate Sword Tournament today, you say? Ultimate Sword Tournament, as opposed to what, the non-Ultimate Sword Tournament we were in last time?
Where we send Dimitri in with a sword?
Probably. We could send Felix. Didn't we just do a sword tournament last month?
Yeah, I think so. This one gets us a Master Seal.
So did the last one. Oh, go for it, Dimitri.
I mean, Dimitri won the last time.
It is done.
Good job, Dimitri.
It wasn't an ultimate sword tournament. Oh, okay. My mistake.
Bitch, I am your king.
No, she's wearing red. She must be Empire.
It is done.
Okay, double crits would be 18, right?
Yes.
We should be okay.
Take this!
On to the next battle.
We do need to. We're probably gonna have to heal after this one, though. Which is fine, because this should put us in the semifinals anyway.
But I think you use POWs as fodder for the tournaments now. Yes, it would certainly. Fascinating. I'm going to use it even though we probably don't have to. Alright, let's go.
Why is Falcon Knight competing in a sword competition?
That happened last time too.
I know, but it bothers me.
I won't stop here.
Also, how come that Falcon Knight couldn't double?
Because it's a shitty Falcon Knight. Oh good! It's a complete fucking Scrub Lord Mortal Savant who we're going to... This happened last time too, where
Yeah.
they gave us a Mortal Savant at the end who we're absolutely going to eviscerate. Alright, let's go. Bye.
I swear it wasn't in vain.
Okay, so we took your... I think last time might have been an advanced sword tournament, so we swept your advanced sword tournament with a man with a C rank in swords, and then you're like, alright, fine, we'll make an ultimate sword tournament. And we entered it with the same man, with the same rank in swords, and did the exact same thing we did last time.
Yep.
Thank you. Dimitri is the best at swords. Obviously.
Can
clearly.
confirm Dimitri best at swords.
Blatantly. Y'all suck.
He's a good sword boy.
Y'all fucking suck. Okay? Okay, we had this talk. Excuse me. The pig wanted to stab someone with his helmet knife, but wasn't allowed to participate without a rider. That sounds more probable. It's just the horse wanted to, like, janky dude. Bench Doggo, are you here? You are! Excuse me, sir. Sir. Why was Bench Doggo be so difficult to speak to?
There it is! Give Bench Doggo the best things.
Moose meat, though.
Moose meat for Bench Doggo!
Thank you for the smithing stone. Would you like some chicken? Would you like some more chicken? No? Okay, you're good. Thank you for your contribution to smithing stone, Bench Doggo. Traveler Weiss. Brave Axe Plus.
I mean, that's not bad. And we've got the money.
Yeah, hello? I'm gonna buy that. We're gonna hand that to Dedu here fairly shortly. Buying things that aren't Viscums. What is this madness?
Oh, so...
That's a nearby presence. Not down there. She must be like up this. There you are. Why must Bench Doggo be so hard to talk to? Because that dog is of higher standing than you are. I mean, technically we're still taller than Bench Doggo, so... Dedu, I need you. Store your Brave Axe. And Byleth will trade you this better Brave Axe. Alright, Traveler Emmy. Arcane Crystal. Sorry, I got so mad you didn't have a Viscum that I forgot to do Solo Recon. Getting close. Found you.
Tag, you're it.
Oh, we got herring bait. Traveler Sapphire. Brave Sword Plus.
Also worthwhile.
Why? We don't have anybody that attacks with swords.
We have lots of people that attack with swords.
No, we don't. They have guns. I don't know what you're talking about. Solo Recon. Begin recon training. I think that might have been Trickster Marianne right next
Correct.
to that guy.
Still inferior to Dancer Marianne. Even though I do love Tricksters.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it depends on the game because Trickster Marianne is superior in Three Hopes.
Oh, absolutely, but that's just because the Dancer combo chain is kinda shit.
Yes.
Nearby presence? Oh, actually down here.
Right.
Off to the left, usually.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I see him.
Yep.
My playthrough, the only paired endings I got were Byleth Annette, Dimitri Felix, Marianne Hilda, and Bernadetta Sedith. Everyone else was single. Bernadetta Sedith.
How did you not have more A ranks than that? Mithril.
Professor!
So...
Professor!
Professor. Hey, it's not gonna pop when we get right over there this time.
How about this?
Oh,
It's probably over by the stables.
getting close. Well, you're in here, aren't you? Felix was sent to go buy shit from the market. Sounds about right. They did go way too hard on the yellow, I agree. Okay, let's see who else is around. Actually, before we do anything, talking to people, make sure we do the stuff that we need to do first.
No.
Hello. Allow me to harvest the plants, and then to plant some more plants. Here, you can have some green bean seeds and some albatross seeds. Or something like that, anyway.
Maybe.
Remember, choir practice. Don't skip choir practice again. Hey. Fresh mutton. Annie, Dorothea. Come on, we're learning white magic.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
Too loud is when people are like, is that the mystical songstress Dorothea? That's when it's too loud. Check the advice box. I hope to improve my riding skills before our next battle. Any suggestions where to begin? I want people to see me on horseback and say, he reigns supreme. Start by befriending the horse you'll be riding? I don't know, it's Alois. I should have insulted his puns. I should have just been, your puns are bad and you should feel bad. Alright. Time to stuff people's face with food. Been back at the monastery for months now, but they never seem to really start trying to fix the hole in the roof. I know, right?
Professor!
Okay. Dimitri and Dedu, you can have some onion gratin soup, which is apparently the special for the day.
I never thought I would be able to enjoy a meal with my friends again.
No one is to blame. But yes, we should eat together more often.
Oh, look at him. He's just accepting that they're friends now. So much character growth.
No.
Hello, I would like to make some food for my friends. Let's make some Ash and Bernie like the Saggart and cream. The Bob Saget and cream. How do you guys have motivation? Nobody else does.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Ooh, this is my favorite.
You've got great taste.
Do I? Feel like you're giving me too much credit.
Bernie, or not Bernie, Annie got some from you answering her.
Yeah, but where did Mercy get it from?
I don't know, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like, yeah, Annie I understand, but Mercy's kind of confused. Dorothea, child, come here, have some sugar. I think I like this.
But it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
At least you understand what you like at Three Hopes.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
It's so nice to enjoy a meal with my friends for once. No one is to blame, but yes, we should have eaten more to often your hide. Were you being passive-aggressive to do? Perhaps. Alright, more Saggart and cream. More Bob Saget and cream. Well, somebody always ends up getting left out, so I guess it's Annie this time on account of Mercy actually has, like, less motivation.
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Because the little upwards pointing arrows told me. These people never seem to understand the power of the upwards pointing arrows. What?
Once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
Don't tell me how to live my life, bitch. You're not part of my class. Oh hey, more wild game to replace the wild game we fed to that doggo.
Let me see.
I wonder what the Emperor looks like. I bet she's really scary. Oh, you don't think so? I've never seen her, so I was just guessing.
Nah, she's got a deli meat-sized burn on the side of her face.
Yeah, and he offered to do her work for us when she had nothing else to do. She should have known she wasn't gonna have time to eat for the next week.
She tried to destroy the kingdom and the Alliance, and order the capture of the Archbishop, right?
It is the tiny child who told us to stab that bitch Edelgard for him.
Someone who could do such terrible things just has to be really scary looking.
Don't worry, child. We're still planning to stab that bitch Edelgard for you. Arcane crystal, cool.
Okay.
Hello? Who's up here? Bernie's hiding in her room, naturally.
Professor! My mother might be in the city.
What, this city or like the Imperial capital?
I don't have many good memories of her, if I'm being honest, but she's dearer to me than my father.
Well, that's a difference. Bernie seemed quite fond of her mom in Three Hopes.
If you happen to see her, please make sure she's not caught up in all the fighting. She's only a civil servant, so hopefully she takes a cue from her Bernie and stays inside.
At least she's not like actively seeking the death of her mom like she is her dad. Oh, Ash, you're just hanging out by Bernie.
Returning to the monastery brings back so many memories from 5 years ago.
Yeah, like that time we killed your dad.
Hard to believe we only spent a year together here. So much happened that it felt a lot longer than that.
It wasn't even a
But it was
full year,
all
I
so
don't think.
exciting and so much fun. Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long. What was that year like for you, Professor?
That was a lot of fun. I got to corrupt all you stupid idiots.
I don't think I could ask for a better answer.
Professor Byworth, why is it taking so long to stab that bitch for me? I am trying, tiny child. It's not my fault the universe keeps getting in my way.
Let's all do our best to survive this, so we can come back here when it's all over. I know that's what I'll be doing.
Wait, somebody else is in their room? Who the heck else is hiding in their bedroom? Dorothea?
Professor.
Hey, girl. What you doing? You know, my room's not occupied at the moment, just saying.
The war is near its end, then
it isn't. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us?
Well, let's just end it with the next battle. We'll kill Edelgard and everything will be good.
That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
I want this to be a world where I can get my proper hair color back, but you can't always get what you want, unfortunately. If the game has no fucking taste and decides that you need to be mint toothpaste for some reason.
I hope this is the final battle. Don't you, Professor? When the war is over, everyone will be busy with their own lives. But let's all meet up again someday. Right here at Garreg Mach. You, His Highness, my father, our monastery friends, the knights, everyone.
Being here in the monastery reminds me of how awful the year leading up to Edelgard's invasion was. What did you think about that year, Professor? Most fun I had in years. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, good idea. Let's get everybody together.
It was just a silly whim I had, but I really love it. Oh, and I'll bake a bunch of desserts for it. Reunion sweets. All we have to do now is win. Let's get to it, Professor.
Do we happen to have like 87 owl feathers?
No.
Hey Annie, how do you feel about roses?
Thank you so much.
Okay? You're not like super impressed by it, but have another one.
Thank you so much.
Cool. That's your reward for doing my extra work for me.
Meanwhile, like, Dorothea's hiding around the corner, like, glaring daggers.
Yeah, she's gonna be getting a ring in like 5 seconds. It's fine. I forgot to have Dorothea train us while we were standing there as well.
We'll be heading... Will the war really be over if we take the capital?
I didn't mean to skip your
We'll be
dialogue
heading
there.
for the capital soon. So much rests on this moment.
Yeah, it'll definitely be over if we take the capital, for sure.
I'm sure it won't end right away, but that's still great news. I truly believe that a peaceful future is waiting at the end of all of this.
Anyhow, what? Is that possible?
You can't train above an A+. You can't go through advanced drills above an A+, I don't believe.
That sounds unlikely.
Blue shiny. On the barrel.
Swapple blend. Alright, who's hanging out over by the JPEG room? Oh, child. What you doing in my garden of free shit, child? Oh, Resfeld blend.
Wanting so desperately to speak with Edelgard, just as we're about to fight. Could it be that the prince is having doubts about killing her?
I sure hope not.
Then perhaps it is okay. He's certainly changed from the vengeful person he once was.
I know. It's kind of disappointing, huh?
I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm actually relieved. A king who's responsible for Fodlan's future can't exact personal vendettas and have a cold heart.
Hey Annie, quick question. How do you feel about bribes? Mercy is really taking the brutal death of her brother well. I mean, we did promise her we would make it quick. And we certainly did that. You know, we did our damnedest to make it a swift death.
That is true, we did.
If not painless, we at least made it swift. You know? He didn't suffer, probably. Or at least we didn't go out of our way to make him suffer. Who's hanging out in the classroom?
Thank
Ingrid.
I'm so glad you were assigned to the Blue Lion House, Professor.
Are you?
We made it this far, thanks to your guidance and leadership.
Did you?
There's a bitter fight ahead. That much is certain. You have my lance.
They're just from off screen in the distance. And my axe!
You have my lance, and my other lance, and my other lance.
You have my lance, and Sylvain's lance, and Sedith's lance.
And whatever other lance I feel like stealing.
We're counting on
Yes.
you, Ingrid.
Let's do this together.
Whose all lances do you have at the moment, Ingrid? Yours, Sedith's,
Sylvain's that shield you stole
and a
from
killer
that
lance.
guy.
And also a Viscam. Because I gave you a Viscam. It seemed like the right thing to do. Oh. Hold on. Some loser upstairs wants to have a chat about how he's a noble or whatever.
At last, we've come to the final confrontation. Ruin to the Empire. Glory to Fargus. Of course, to be perfectly honest, I would have much preferred to march against the Empire at the head of the Alliance.
You have my lance, and Sylvain's lance, and Sedith's lance, and probably Dimitri's if you asked him to do from off screen. And my axes, Professor! And also, like, Claude from way the fuck over there, and my bow!
I think Bernie has it!
But I suppose I have Claude to thank for denying me that satisfaction, don't I?
Good chat, buddy. Good chat. Who all's up here? Dimitri, Dudu, Gilbert, and Catherine.
Hey.
And Claude's bow, Professor, for some reason.
Never mind.
Professor, our next battlefield will be the Imperial capital. There will be no turning back. If you have any unfinished business here, you had best settle it before we depart.
Leave it to me.
I knew I could count on you. Good luck.
Luck doesn't factor into it, Dimitri. Luck is for people that don't have the skill to follow through.
It matters not how just our cause may be. In the end, war is nothing more than organized murder. I understand the desire to reach a conclusion.
Of course, nothing more than
but we
organized
mustn't
murder. I
overlook
know,
the
isn't it
sins
great?
inherent in our deeds.
Yo, dude, if anyone is aware that war is just organized murder, it's me, the Queen of Murder.
Yep.
Sorry. I have a tendency to preach. We have lost so much. And in return, we have taken much from our enemies.
Yeah, we've killed Hubert like 4 separate times now.
I pray we can put an end to this cycle of violence.
The man is very, very stubborn about actually dying.
I believe in you, but please ensure that His Highness survives as well. Fodlan's future would be in peril if we lost him. I would not be able to go on.
Look, he's only died a few times on my watch. You what? Nothing. Nah, leave it to me,
Thank
dude.
you.
Nobody ever permanently dies on my watch. Except for Gerald.
And Rodrigue.
And Rodrigue. For some reason, I didn't feel like fixing them. I tried once with Gerald, and when the one time I tried didn't work, I gave up immediately. And then just didn't even bother trying with Rodrigue. I was just like, oh, well, I guess he's dead now. Meanwhile, Dimitri's crying in the corner. I'm like, would you get over it? He wasn't even your dad.
Sorry, but I'm not the fighting type. All I can do is lend you the stuff you need. And, you know, pray to the goddess for your safety. Win, live, and return, okay? Mostly so you can pay me back
That's
for the stuff
awfully
you
morbid,
borrowed.
Zed.
Catherine.
Looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her.
Is tenterhooks her horse? Is that what she calls her horse? Is tenterhooks? Yeah, sure, probably.
I was just kidding. Pay me no mind. Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know, no matter how much I might wish she were. She's waiting for you.
Look, Grandma Punch Saint is gonna be disappointed if she's waiting for me. Wait, what did you just call Lady Rhea? Grandma Punch Saint, don't worry about it. Because she's my grandma. And a saint. And she punches people. It's a fairly apt name, really. What do you mean she's your grandma? Well, she's also my daughter. What?
Professor? I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the Empire. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle. But let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
Right, easiest recruit character in the entire game. Recruit conditions for Sylvain. Be a woman. Congratulations. He is now your bitch.
He has one of the best proposal dialogues. Like, his S support is one of the best of the male S supports.
He intends to speak to the Emperor? She's his stepsister, I know, but this seems risky.
So you're against it then? Honestly, so am I, Felix. This is the one time we've ever agreed on anything.
Right?
No, I'm not. I'm sure he's thought it through.
And just when I thought we had something in common. Get back to the market, you whore!
If the two can settle this diplomatically, that would be the best way out of this mess. No more bloodshed. Let's just hope he doesn't become so overwhelmed with emotion that he's unable to strike her down, should the need arise.
It's not our fault the Seth can't use basic reasoning, Catherine. If anyone listened to us, we'd have already gotten her out months ago. No need to get passive-aggressive. If you want to take it up with anyone, take it up with Sedith. We were telling him for months she was in the capital. He's like, no, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh, we got Tea of the Saints. Hey, Flame, you want to have some Tea of the Saints with me?
While on some business, I went to see how the kingdom capital is getting on. There are still some things to work out before it can be restored. But generally, things seem to have calmed down. It's on its way to resuming its old energy.
Her portrait looks so cheerful, but her in-game model does not.
I really believe that.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Interesting. Seems like the war is gonna end soon.
Hopefully.
Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me.
Will it? Well, she could still train us in Void Magic. So clearly we could still train above an A. Or A+. We just must be better at it than Mercy now. Or tied with Mercy, at least.
Seems like the war once the
Hey, do you have anything cool in your secret shop today? Accuracy, crit ring, evasion, speed ring, goddess ring, prayer ring. You know what? I will take a crit ring, actually.
Thanks a bunch.
Now, who needs to crit more? Like, who needs to crit more and has an accessory that is, you know, swappable? Aegis shield is too important. That shield is too important. You already have a crit ring. You have a healing staff, which, like, Realistically, we should probably swap out for something that's not a healing staff. Like something that gives you more damage or something, because you already heal like crazy. You already have a magic staff for additional damage. Your shield is very important. You have a crit ring. You move more, which is important. Yeah, you need Thrysis, so that's not an option. You need your Caduceus staff. Byleth. Byleth is the answer. We can give up 2 points of speed for bonus crit on Byleth.
I think I'd rather she have the speed. We could make up that crit. Well, I suppose actually it'd be easier to make up the speed with stat drugs, wouldn't it?
Once we start using the stat drugs, probably.
But even though I could have sworn there's still 2 more maps, like the game's hard indicating we're about to go into the last map.
I don't. Blue Lions, 3 houses, chapters. I don't want any information. I just want to know how many chapters there are. That is my only question. 3 houses, chapters. Yes. Chapters. Yep. I need Azure Moon. Yeah. Holy Kingdom Fargus. Yep. There are 22 chapters. What chapter are we on? Wait. 20 was the Impregnable Fortress.
It
So
says
20
we're on chapter
20 was-
21, but...
20 was Aryan Road.
Yeah, Conquer Enbar, I think, is the last mission.
Well, Impregnable Fortress should have been Aryan Road, I would think, right? No, there is another one. Because Impregnable Fortress, that was the Death Knight. Because that was the Silver, or not the Silver Maiden, the old man of whatever. The old general, or whatever they called it, right? Yeah, there's one more after this. We're not actually on the ultimate one yet. So we have one more month after this month. So I'm glad we have that worked out, because that's good to know, right?
Right.
Thank you for agreeing with random NPC.
Yes. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
It also wasn't Aryan Road. It was the one from Dimitri's side. Yeah, I know. That's I corrected it to the old general.
Cantankerous something, I think.
Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Even I'm starting to feel tense.
Fort Mercer. Mercius?
Mercius.
Fort Matt Mercer.
Makes sense to me.
Enbar's history goes back 1,400 years. That even predates the founding of the Empire. It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros faith, so it's a pretty big deal.
Fort Dead Brother, yeah.
But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle. I've got it covered. I'll defend it to my last.
Bio, why did you feel the need to spell Aryan Road again? You had to look up the spelling of Aryan Road again, didn't you? Stop looking up the spelling of Aryan Road.
Hey!
It's not worth it.
It's like this. I used to work for Cornelia in Ferdiad.
Death for you.
I only followed her because I didn't want to die. But afterwards I felt so ashamed I wanted to die anyway.
Oh, you fucking guessed.
I still can't figure out why I did it.
I'm pretty sure you got it right.
Anyway, I'm glad you did what you did.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
From now on, I'm going to devote myself to the kingdom and fight for what I believe in.
Unfortunately, I can't just highlight on my tablet Bio's spelling of Aryan Road. Every time I try, it tells me to either go to Bio's channel, report Bio, remove Bio, put Bio in timeout, or hide Bio on this channel.
I hope you won't be caught unprepared. I've heard that she'll stop at nothing in the pursuit of victory. Be careful of that Hubert, too, the minister of the Imperial household. They say he's a cunning strategist.
Dude, we have kicked his teeth in like 4 separate times now.
Yeah, he's not that great.
His last cunning strategy was to summon more reinforcements.
Yeah, his last strategy actively made us stronger.
But if that man is going to be the king, I don't see any harm in lending him my blade. I believe that we can forge a proud new kingdom. As you can tell, I'm expecting great things. I won't forgive you if you lose.
Well, aren't you just a ray of fucking sunshine?
Hello there.
Nerd.
We're about to put the finishing touches on this war. I wonder how Fodlan will look without the backdrop of death and destruction. I can't wait to see it.
Careful of that Hubert guy, too. I heard he's a cunning strategist. You seriously heard that? About that dumbass?
On the other hand, I'm terrified of what the future might hold. Who knows if I'll survive the assault on the capital?
Ugh. God, why must you be such a downer?
Did you know? A magnificent canal flows through downtown Enbar. It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Seros before the Empire was even formed. Ever since, that canal has been a major lifeline for the capital's development. And now this is how the Empire repays it. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished.
Look, at its core, it's really just a family squabble. Edelgard just felt the need to abduct great, lots more greats, Granny, for a family chit-chat.
Who knows if I'll even survive the assault on the capital? Us, we do, because you aren't going, you moron. You're staying here at the monastery, where you can read a fucking book or something. I don't care. There was one Fire Emblem. It was one of the earlier ones, I think, where you literally, like, for every map fielded every unit you had. Like, it wasn't a choice. It was just like your entire army is fielded.
I was born in Enbar.
Were you?
My mother and father met in a church there.
Did they?
Not too long after, I was brought into the world.
Well, was it like a shotgun wedding? What the fuck?
I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place.
What's the...
It is most regrettable.
What's the gestation period on Saints? Is it like 4 days? Teach me white med. God of white magic you are.
I was born.
No, we've had this conversation.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the
I
sacrifices
really do think
only
Lindhart
grow
and
larger,
Flane
don't
are a
they?
cute
The
couple.
winning side musters their forces and attempts to
Yeah,
strike a
Flane and her
decisive
Oedipus
blow.
complex. Well, reverse Oedipus complex. Penelope complex. I don't know.
While those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle.
Look, it's better than dragging the war out.
I can
Lindhart.
appreciate that. But just because a choice is better does not mean that it's good.
Highest rank anyone in our class has for white magic is S, which is the same rank we currently have. Yeah, well... Listen, just because you're on the same level as somebody else doesn't mean they can't help you study. That's what study groups are all about. Besides, Manuela only has like an A or something, and she can teach us.
To help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor.
Do
Plenty
you?
of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
Time to give up?
Yeah, I'm starting to figure that's the most realistic option. At this point, I'm just hoping you stay single too.
Not gonna happen.
Then at least we can share each other's misery.
Yeah, super not gonna happen. It sounds like terrible to say, but it's essentially true. Byleth has been grooming someone for that for like half a decade now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't understand, Manuela. I've had my marriage lined up for 5 years.
Enbar's streets are paved with unhappy memories, Professor. I've avoided the damned place ever since I abandoned my nobility, swore never to return. Now here we are, to return in this manner. Well, I can't say it is something I ever imagined, especially as I'm returning to end the Empire. What a strange feeling, breaking one's history.
Get out!
I mean, are you really surprised?
Get the fuck out! This is not your office! My dad is dead, by the way! In case you hadn't noticed.
At last, it's time to face the Flame Emperor, Edelgard. I know that the future of all Fodlan rests on this battle. Nothing else is more important. But for me, this is personal. For Captain Gerald's sake, I'm going to give it all I've got and more.
No, you're not. Because you're staying here. You're not going to Enbar. You already weren't going, but super so now that you've invaded my dad's office.
It's been a long, difficult struggle. We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Gerald. He's watching over us now, protecting us. I know he is.
At this point, I'm hoping you stay single for the rest of your life. That way you can share in my misery, Professor Byleth. Wow. Fuck off, Manuela.
Rhea will be somewhere in the city. I wonder if she can sense us coming. The battle will soon be upon us.
Can she sense power
Let us
levels?
both
Is
be
she a
at our
Saiyan?
best for what is to come.
Is she a Z fighter? Can she just sense power levels? Is that what's happening here? Oh, wow, Marianne, you've really upgraded. You're just hanging out like
Dear Goddess.
in the Super Chapel now. What do you...
I mean, to be fair, it's nicer than the Chapel, and has been for, 5 years.
For your safety.
By my, do you mean Dimitri's? I feel like you mean Dimitri's.
I'll do all I can to survive. But please, please don't die out there, Professor.
Oh, Marianne, you'll be protected. Dimitri will, like, literally eat a bullet for you.
Yep.
Mostly because that's how adjutants work. I'm not sure if he's actually attached enough to you to, like, make that decision himself, but, like, the fact of the matter is he will eat a bullet for you.
And the
Whenever I
reality
think
is
about
we
how
will
we'll be seeing
reject
Lady
any
Rhea real
canon in
soon,
which
I
you
get
end up
happy
with
and
not
really get
Dimitri.
cleaning.
We'll get there for sure, right?
I mean,
We'll see
Dimitri
her
and
again?
Dedue might end up together. So. Yeah, sure.
I just
We'll
gotta
meet
believe
Grandma
Lady
Punch
Rhea is
Saint for
waiting
sure.
Yes,
for
but
us in the
Dedue
capital.
belongs with Flame
We just
because
have to find her.
Dedue can tolerate Flame's cooking, sort of.
Petra! Hello.
5 years ago, Edelgard said a thing to me.
I'm sure she said several things to you.
Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. But she also said I always have the freedom to be choosing whether I am with or not with her. I will become the ruler of Bridget. So she said I must make my own path. So now, my path and her path will be colliding.
Well, my path is gonna be colliding her into my fucking sword, so, there's that. There was something that I felt like I was supposed to do.
You need to go up to the 3rd floor.
I am on the 3rd floor. This is the third floor.
That's right. It's the flashing light was where you are currently standing.
No, it was something... God, I can't think of what it is. It's been nagging me this whole time, and I can't...
Bio's with me. Willow's correct. I staunchly refuse any canon to our playthrough where Dimitri gets with someone who isn't Marianne.
Marianne, I don't think has an ace of... I don't think she has an ace port with anyone yet. She's working on one with Dimitri. No.
She should get it next battle, though, I would think.
Possibly.
As long as we have Dimitri actively out and doing shit.
I mean, he's always actively out and doing shit. God, what is bugging me? What? There's something that's just like nagging at me.
You know what the good news is? It's 10 o'clock.
Almost, yeah.
So you have a whole week to figure it out.
I'm not sure what's... There's just something that, like... I feel like I needed to... Like, I wanted to talk to somebody about something, or to...
Oh! Did you do promotions to check and see if Ash and Bernie can class change?
We can't until we're, like, on the...
Yes, you can. You can go to the desk in your office and do certifications.
Can you?
I think so.
That's the Sonic. I don't think that's the thing.
Pretty sure you can.
Nope. It's just appearance. You have to do it before you, like, select your shit. Yeah, it's weird. Like, there's nowhere you can go to do that.
That's dumb.
Yeah, you have to do it, like, from the... Like, before you select anything here. We've got... Oh, cool. Leonie's birthday's coming up. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna have to try a thing next week.
Are you gonna try the,
Yes. It looks like we meet the criteria here. So we'll have to try. I'm gonna try a thing next week. We're gonna see if I can break the game. Just heads up. I'm gonna try to break the game next week, like completely.
Well, if we can actually make that work, we could put Dimitri and Marianne on a thing and guarantee their A.
We can do a lot if I can make that work. So that's gonna be a thing. Well, I'm gonna try to break the game next week because I've been looking to see if we met the conditions for it for a while now, and this is the first time we have.
I couldn't remember what the conditions for it were, and I vaguely half recall, but.
Yeah, Bio, if I can break the game the way I think I can, boy, I can force an A. I can force an A real fucking hard. So, there's that. But that is a next time sort of thing. So, until next time.
We'll catch you guys later.